View coming in terms of the expectation. Raja, what are charts indicating? Any trend ahead of the numbers because, or any trade ahead of the numbers because the numbers are expected post-market hours? So anything for today, tomorrow?
Yeah, when you take a look at trend, the entire history has been more of a selling pressure that has been emanating. And after a very, very long time, I'm seeing these kind of expectations that are boiling up into the price action. So I would say that at the current levels, with such a large gap to follow, I would say that it's best to buy on decline. Maybe the trend has shifted. The signs definitely indicate that yes, there are some positive tidings here. But then I would wait for dips closer to the region of around 950 to 975 to actually take a look at getting onto the long side. Yes, you should stay on the long side. The short side of the story is over, but then I would buy it on dips.
So you would buy on dips trend. That's the word coming in from a technical chart perspective. But moving on, Varun Beverages has actually delivered a strong Q3 performance despite seasonal softness and weather-related disruptions. The stock is now trading under pressure with cuts of little over 2% coming in there. Now, what's interesting with Varun Beverages is that majority of your brokerages have actually gone ahead and cut the target price on the counter. You have Investec, which has cut the target price to a 562 from a 569, so not a major target. But they're saying a lot is to look forward to in calendar year 2026. And the current valuation leaves strong potential upside given the robust growth potential. When you talk about Morgan Stanley as well, they are overweight and they've cut the target price to 522 from a 600. They're seeing impact of lower Indian growth on the medium-term estimates. Citi has also cut the target price to a 575 from a 675. And they're saying that volume growth outlook is positive, but they will be monitoring the pricing headwinds from here on. Jefferies has cut the target price to 550 from a 610, and they're expecting a strong calendar year 26 on hope of a normal summer. That's the expectation. Raja, charts, what are they telling you?
The charts over the last almost 6 to 8 months are just indicating that it's been a little wide range, closer towards the 525 to 440 region. But then the chart is not pretty much doing anything. The price is actually not helping to move along. So I would say that at the current juncture and with the FMCG space in suspect, I would say that one should stay away from VBL, Varun Beverages.
Okay, so staying away from Varun Beverages, that's a Raja's call coming in. But Lloyds Metal, very strong set of numbers coming in. EBITDA jump has been there, margins also went up, and interestingly, an environmental clearance has also been passed for this counter. Raja, your views on this? Is this a good bet on a positional basis?
Yeah, the metal sector has been moving well in pockets, and this particular stock, of course, has been under decline for almost a year now. Now, what is a good point about the current scenario is that the strong numbers have produced a turnaround, and that definitely augurs well for the prices. So I would say that wait out today, and if there is some positive traction tomorrow, then that's the time to participate.
That's with regards to Lloyds Metal. V2 Retail has also reported numbers. In fact, they've normalized the same-store sales growth at around 12.8%. Their reported same-store sales growth is at 2%. And overall, they've added 35 new stores with strategic focus on Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. Now, in terms of numbers, revenues are up. Profits are also seeing an uptick of around 100%, but still that stock is seeing some bit of pressure today. Raja, what are charts indicating? Is it that a stock which has probably moved up, if we can just pull up a 1 month or a 6 month chart of a V2 Retail to understand that kind of trend, because that pressure seems to be kind of unwarranted. There you go. In the last 6 months, 20% up move. So I think it's some bit of profit booking that's coming in today's session. Raja, do you see a bounce back?
The chart has been pressured, and the sector itself has not induced much of positive vibes, even though at lower levels, some of the stocks have been bought into in the recent up move post the budget. So you can see here that the result reactions are just unfolding. Otherwise, the prices could slip into a sideways action. So it's best to stay away from this counter as well.
So stay away from a V2 Retail for the time being. But thank you, Raja, so much for joining us on the show. It's always a pleasure to speak to you and get your strategies for all our viewers. Completely out of time. With that, it's a wrap on this edition of Trending Stocks from Sharath, the team that put the show together, and myself. In fact, lots more lined up after the break. Please stay tuned for Lunchtime Trades with Shreyansi Sarkar.